Our plan was to ferry from Puerto Iguazu into Paraguay and spend the day in Ciudad del Este. You can always take the Friendship Bridge to cross countries, but we heard it could take hours sometimes as it's popular for trafficking. This was a way around that. Take note, smugglers.
This is a confluence of three major South American countries. We have Paraguay, Brazil, we have Argentina. This is the fastest, not necessarily the cheapest way out of here.
Pana River is the second longest running river in South America, 4,880 kilometers. It empties into the Atlantic at the end of its run. The longest river is the Amazon, which is nearly 7,000 kilometers in length. Once over, you get stamped back into the country. Easy as that.
Paraguay. Just driving en route from Argentina, stumbled upon a little park. Why wouldn't I have a little roll?
Ciudad del Este is the second largest city in Paraguay, not to mention a South American shopping mecca. People come from everywhere to get the best deals.
Ciudad del Este, danger.
Clothing, electronics, drugs, and arms flow from the neighboring countries to here to be sold in the market. The crime rate is high, but are generally non-violent. People in the markets are always trying to sell you weapons for your protection. Recently, Ciudad del Este was home to a violent robbery where reported 40 million was stolen from vaults. It was coined the robbery of the century. 4 people died, including 1 police officer.
I normally don't buy stuff here. It's just like electronics and stuff. I'm gonna try this out. You like it? I have a soft spot for shoes. Okay. Buyer's remorse? Much? Maybe? Go. Let's get out of here. Now I need a dress to go with it.
No.
That's nice.
Eventually, we had to kidnap Sabrina and get out of Ciudad del Este. We headed south 250 kilometers towards Encarnación. We had been told that when in Paraguay, you must see the Jesuit ruins. We arrived at night and the ruins were closed, so we hopped the fence. Apparently they have guards. We got caught and they asked us to leave. On the way out, the guard said, "You could have been shot." That's good to know. We decided to come back the next day and have a better look at the ruins.
Whole ritual of today is like allowing some stranger to just pick up your cup, suck on your bambilla. It's almost like shaking your hand, you know what I mean? It's just like, hey.
Maybe more than a handshake.
Well, yeah.
In Argentina, maybe it's different, but like I would only share my mate with someone that I trust, you know, kind of. It could be a stranger, but you know when you get a connection with a stranger and you can share it.
These ruins were built in the 17th century. They contained schools, workshops, houses, central meeting plaza, and a church, all used to Christianize and control the native population. La Santísima Trinidad was one of the last of 30 Jesuit missions to be built before being driven from Paraguay by the Spanish king in 1767. With having over 500 years of history, it was only in 1993 that La Santísima Trinidad became a World Heritage Site.
There's 30,000 people that visit these ruins per year, 2,000 to 3,000 per month on the high season. And what I found interesting is that our guide told me that that's a lot.
We also found a mate plant growing wild in the ruins.
Me gusta blanco. See? They make them right here. They just bring materials and sit here, and it's just drill a couple holes, a little bit of fishing line, attach your bamboo. But yeah, you're staying in Encarnación.
We ran into a fellow traveler named Zane. He comes from Liverpool and is on his own South American adventure for the next few months. He was too shy to talk on camera, but we offered him a ride to Encarnación. After a short drive, we arrived into Encarnación in a full van.
Rafa.
We decided to go for a dip to wash off the van's stench.
No, hot.
It's hot?
It's hot,
We woke up the next day to find out there was a riot last night in Encarnación. There was a political uprising going on. Rioters set fire to the Congress building. We were a bit nervous about heading back there. First, we were going to spend the day in Encarnación.
Hey! Encarnación is called the Pearl of the South. With its man-made beaches and its freshwater Río Paraná, this is the face of a new, modern Paraguay.
This city is the polar opposite of some of the other places we've been to in this country. No matter what country you're in, it's always important to obey the traffic laws.
You passed the red light.
Oh, really?
Perdón, yo también estaba mirando para el costado si no lo hubiera dicho. Pensé que nos parábamos por los papeles. You have to go to the transit office with it.
Really?
In the transportation office, Rafa luckily does most of the talking for Eugene.
Ya por el tema de Asunción, allá que está todo. Y justo en el centro se quedó el tipo eso mucho porque es medio difícil cuando está en un lugar que no conoce, ¿verdad?
Let's go.
I'm foda.
We are lucky to have Rafa with us.
Rafa.
No problem, man. No problem, man. My nation.
It was time to head back to Encarnación, which is 5.5 hours northwest. We circled the whole southern tip of Paraguay, traveling over 1,400 kilometers.
Driving through the countryside for hours. A highway is long. It's hot. We want to break up the monotony with a little tereré. And we have a little roadside tereré.
It's not ginger, it's coconut root.
Coconut root. Quesado. Need a little zest. Little pick-me-up.
Claro.
Sí.
The lady showed us some homemade hats and blankets.
Soft.
But we decided it might be too hot to wear, Took.
Gracias.
Para tomar con
Gracias.
Un gusto, che. Chao, nos vemos.
Gracias.
Chao.